Hi, it's Lee here. I've had a few calls from clients regarding the current states of the market, and I just wanted to share a personal message with you today. I completely understand that right now the market feels uncomfortable. It's noisy, it's worrying, and it's only human to feel anxious when you see volatility like this. I also want to be really clear from the start. I don't know what the markets are going to do in the next few weeks or the next few months. Things could get worse in the short term. No one can say otherwise with any degree of honesty. But what I do know, and what I genuinely believe, based on everything I've learned over the years and the experience and the research, is that staying the course and sticking to the long-term plan always remains the best course of action. Because history, research and experience all point in the same direction. So I want to make 3 points today. Point number one, timing the market is a dangerous game. We've probably all had the thought that maybe I should step out for a while and wait for things to settle down. But here's the reality. Even the smartest investors in the world can't consistently predict the best times to be in and out of the market. And the danger lies in missing the best days. There's been research that's been carried out from various providers, and I'm looking at something here from BlackRock, that if you invested £100,000 and stayed fully invested over a 20-year period, your portfolio could have grown to around 650,000. That's on a global index. But if you missed just the 10 best days in that entire period, your investment would grow to only around 328, nearly half the return. Miss 25 of the best days and you'd be left with approximately 137,000, a staggering difference, all from being out of the market at the wrong times. And here's what's crucial. The best days often come very close to the worst days. If you step out of the market during or after a bad run and you risk missing the recovery entirely, and recoveries historically come fast and come strong. So that's a point I really want you to think about. Second point I'd like to make is volatility is normal and it passes. Market downturns are really uncomfortable, but they're normal. They're not the exception, they're the rule. So let's look at a very real recent example. In early 2020, when COVID hit global markets, the world index fell by around 34% in just over a month between mid-February and late March. It was one of the sharpest, most unsettling market crashes in history. But here's what happened next. By the end of the year, the market had fully recovered and more. And the MSCI World Index finished in 2020 up by around 16%. So just think about that for a moment. A huge sudden drop in the first quarter, followed by a sharp, powerful recovery in the very same calendar year. If you had panicked and moved to cash in March 2020, you would have likely missed out on one of the fastest rebounds recorded. And this isn't an isolated case. Historically, after large market declines, returns in the following 12 months have often been not just positive, but above average. Emotionally, we tend to fear the pain of losses or feel the pain of losses more than the joy gains. It's simply human nature. But sometimes if we just zoom out, history shows us that the downturns are followed by recovery. So I would urge you to show patience and discipline, as these will be your greatest tools. So again, as I say, I understand this, is really difficult times. And the third point I'd like to make is that diversification is your friend. The investment strategy that we take and we apply is that no one asset class wins every year. Leadership changes, there's unpredictability, and this is why diversification matters. Having a globally diverse investment that's spread across global markets and sectors does smooth out the journey and ensures that you're well placed when recovery comes, and it will. Diversification won't eliminate the bumps, but it hopefully will make the ride more manageable, and it ensures that you're not overly reliant on one part of the market. So what I'd like to do is just close with the following. So let me just finish by saying this. I understand it feels it's natural to feel nervous right now. And like you, I'm an investor and I'm in the same place. But I've seen this before, and even as recently as 2020 during COVID, as talked about earlier, we saw the markets plunge dramatically and recover powerfully all in the same year. And I fundamentally believe that because history supports it, because research supports it, and because my experience supports it, that staying the course is always the wisest choice. So if you're feeling unsure, I'm happy to have a conversation. I'd rather you pick up the phone and us have a conversation than let worry build. We'll continue to monitor and manage your plan. And most importantly, we stay focused on your goals and not all of this noise around. So I thank you for the trust you place in myself and my team. We're here whenever you need us. As always, look after yourself, look after your money, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care.